Alrighty, kids, we should be live. I want to make sure everything is working, and then we can get started. We have a pretty fun one on tap here today. We've got our conference championships. We're going to find out who's going to be in OFL Bowl. What number? 23. That's what I thought. We're going to find out who's going to be in OFL Bowl 23. We've got 4 really good teams left. We will be starting with the Seahawks and the Dreads, because I know Todd can't stay for the whole thing. So we're going to start with the NFC game. And then we've got the Bills and the Bengals. Who dey? Check Kadarius Toney and Isaiah Thomas real quick. Okay, we'll make this short and sweet. Rooting for the Bengals. Is this like a good thing because you know ball, or is it a bad thing because I'm going to be cursed by Hector rooting for us? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. This has been a really good playoff so far, and hopefully we have 2 more, maybe 1 more really good game today, and then 1 stress-free game. That would be nice. Hey Siri, give me a number between 76 and 77.
Okay, I found this.
Give me a number between 76 and 77. Okay, Siri picks 76. I don't know why Siri didn't say it. Would I rather face the Seahawks or the Dreadnoughts? We've never played it. Oh, now Siri's going to work.
Could you try again?
What the hell? Siri, turn off. Goodbye, Siri. Okay, there we go. I think what the hell? My controller's been wonky. There we go. Now we're good. So, between these 2 teams, I think I like our chances a little bit more against the Dreads. So I'd probably rather see them. We've never beaten Seattle yet, albeit it's only been in Sim. So it doesn't, like, really matter, because this is watched, this is different. Do their all whites look good? Oh, echo. Well. Okay, now I think it's good. You missed my whole spiel. But I explained why I'd rather play San Antonio, because they don't have Patrick Mahomes. These 2 teams played each other in Week 17. It was a really good game. Hopefully this one is as good. That game, of course, decided the number 1 seed. And even if San Antonio had won that game, there's a good shot these 2 teams would still be playing each other right now. But for one thing, that game would be in San Antonio, not in Seattle. And then who knows, maybe there would have been some other playoff change. Maybe Dallas beats San Antonio. Maybe Seattle slips up somewhere. But throughout the year, these have been the 2 best teams in the NFC, so it is fitting that they will play each other in the NFC Championship for a spot in the bowl. Jalen Hurts leads the way for the Dreads. He had a fantastic season. He was really good in the game against Seattle in Week 17. Does home field really matter in Madden? It used to not matter at all. Now it does matter a little with the momentum bar. It's not like the end-all be-all, but it does matter for Seattle slightly. Score prediction. I think the Seahawks are going to win the game. I'm going to say 31-24. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. Both offenses are going to score. But when I think it comes down to it, I think Seattle's just a little bit better. And they have Patrick Mahomes. I would rather play the Dreadnoughts. I think we would have a tough time against either one of these teams because these are both super explosive offenses. But Seattle scares me a little bit more. And Seattle's secondary worries me too. They got some ball hawks. J.C. Jackson, Xavier Howard, Bobby Wagner was great against Dallas. How do you feel about me getting Dak? Didn't you just get Justin Herbert yesterday? What happened? What changed? Why the switch up? Dan the Man or Bill Cosby? That's a great question. It was a joke. Now, I thought jokes were supposed to be funny. Ha ha ha. Oh, that was hilarious. Risky throw, lofts it up, it's intercepted. See, this is why I'm scared about Seattle's defense. Now, I will say it was stupid to throw it into double coverage. Great return, too, by J.C. Jackson, who's had a phenomenal season all year. And the Seahawks are going to get... Well, I cannot speak. English. The Seahawks are going to get the ball with great field position at their own 45. That was a stupid throw, though. That was a good defensive play, but it was also a really stupid throw. Jalen Hurts is trying to show off his best Deshaun Watson impression. Did they just do a fade from the 25? If they're going to do a fade, at least send it for the end zone. Not like 10 yards shy. What's the point of that? If you want... Oh, it's intercepted! Oh my goodness, Rock Ya-Sin picks it off. This is going to be like the playoff game last year from these two teams. I totally forgot. These two teams played against each other last year. Or was it the year before? No, it was last year. In the divisional round, these two teams played against each other, and they kept off trading interceptions. I totally forgot about that game. That's so funny. So Seattle played Dallas again. Different result. They're playing the Dreads again. Could it be a different result? I'm sure Seattle hopes not. But yeah, I totally forgot about that game last year in the divisional round where these two teams just kept throwing interceptions. And fittingly, the first two drives of the game end off with interceptions. Mahomes only had one play. Now, I will say J.C. Jackson is in the zone. So, if Jalen Hurts is smart, he will not send the ball that way. 2 is wide open. Okay, that works too. Brock Bowers makes the play. Keenan Allen was open as well, but Bowers gets some more yards, so that works out quite well. Simcast, neither team can run the ball. Seattle hasn't even ran it. That don't make sense. Another ballsy throw. Kyle Pitts comes down with it to the 13. Keenan Allen, Eagles legend. How many teams has Keenan Allen been on? At least 3. Because he obviously came here from Tennessee. I feel like he was somewhere else too. Could be wrong. He might have been with the Nighthawks. I remember he was with the Oilers as well. So that's 5. Poor guy. Simcast, it's already a blowout. Yeah, this game is not even close. Let's just get to the good stuff. Let's get to our game. Oh my lord, what a catch! For Kyle Pitts. He just one-handed that thing in the end zone. What a grab! Kyle Pitts is good at football, kids. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The haters of Kyle Pitts are weirdos. Sheesh! What a play! Booth is going to review it. I think he got both feet in bounds. I kind of want to get a closer look just so we can get another angle of the catch. Oh, it's not if his feet were in. They're checking if he had possession. Oh, I do see a little movement. I think it does kind of look like he holds onto the ball, but there might have been a little bounce. I think it should stand, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Okay, I think that's the right call. I saw a little movement, but I don't think it was enough to where, like, it wasn't a catch. So I think that's what they were testing rather than if he got both feet in, because he did. The haters of Kyle Pitts are supporters of Sam Howell. Why can't you push agendas for both? Dreads win 48-1. Here's Deebo Samuel to the 32. What if he can't get the feet in, but they get their knees in? Well, if both of their knees hit the end zone and he catches it, then that's fine. As long as you don't have a part of your body touching the out of bounds. If you have possession in the end zone, it is a touchdown. He needs to be used correctly and stay healthy. He sure does. But people seem to forget that as a rookie, he had the second greatest rookie tight end season ever. Everybody calls him a disappointment because there were better players drafted out after him, which is true, and everybody expected him to be some like top 2 tight end right away, which is a little bit unfair, but I get it. But that doesn't make him like bad. Hopping in real quick, welcome on in, Nicholas. You missed out on the Bengals beating the Bills by 50. I'm a pathological liar. I'm just trying to manifest it. Nick, you're down 30. 3rd and 9. Nope. Incomplete. He was out of bounds, whether he caught it or not, which was kind of hard to tell. Nick is on my way. Gotta add the enthusiasm with the exclamation mark. What does Paulo Tayako liar mean? That's not what I said. I did not say Paulo Tayako. Do you not have like autocorrect? But no, pathological liar means you just keep doing it. You keep lying, and you don't really have remorse for it. You don't really have the feeling towards it. You keep lying. You're a big liar. Big phony. Nice little move by Aaron Jones. He gets a first down. Polythiacal, what a word. I turned autocorrect off. Why? Oh, he didn't get the first? I thought he definitely did. Okay. 3rd and 1. He'll get it anyway. Do I count as a polythiacal liar? How'd you spell it the exact same way again? Where was this Seattle offense on Monday? That's a good question. It's early, but they have not had a good first quarter. And we are through 1. The Dreads look pretty good so far. They had the bad red zone turnover, but since then they've played really well. They immediately forced a turnover back, and they actually scored thanks to Kyle Beckham Jr. making an incredible catch. I turned autocorrect off because it kept changing point guard to point gat. Of course it does. That seems on brand. Would you rather have each of your limbs ripped off for every OFL loss or watch Colts and Broncos? Like OFL Colts versus Broncos or real life Colts and Broncos? Although both of those would be equally god-awful. If the Colts and Broncos in the OFL played each other, it'd go exactly like the game in real life last year. It's going to end 15-9 again. Did you see the Jesus Christ Jordans that Jonathan Isaac made? I love how they're giving Jonathan Isaac a signature shoe after he's played 11 games since the bubble. Like, the dude doesn't even play basketball. The guy's a politician. Why are we giving him a shoe? You could have picked 200 other players in the league and it'd be more appropriate. Kyle Pitts does not need both of his hands. That's what she said. But still, my goodness. Kyle Pitts has had some incredible catches. Colts Broncos was actually 12-9. Sorry, I gave it too much benefit of the doubt. The Frank Jones Quentin Nelson rematch. Quentin Nelson plays on the Rams. That don't even make sense. I traded Quentin Nelson for a draft pick that is going to be the 7th overall pick in this year's draft. So it ended up working out quite well. Should I join the Republican or the Democrat Party? You should join whatever you feel you agree with. Who's that guard then? Well, my current guards are Creed Humphrey and then Royce Newman, who has to start at right guard because Titus Howard is made of glass. OFL party. That sounds like a very good choice. I'm going to study law. I wouldn't pick you as my lawyer if I did something. That's for sure. Aaron Jones gets to the 2. Can the Dreads make it a 2-score lead? I'm not surprised that Seattle's losing, even though I picked them to win. I'm not surprised by the fact they're losing, but I'm surprised by the fact that they're not playing well at all. I kind of figured regardless of who wins, this game is going to be close because these two teams are super even. But this has been really one-sided. If not for a terrible Jalen Hurts red zone turnover, how much worse could this be? They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. That's gutsy. I would kick. I'd make it a 2-score game, but all power to you if it works, and it does. What a call by the Dreads. Aaron Jones with the touchdown. I respect the ballsiness because I would not have had the balls to do that. After failing to punch it in on the first few plays, I would have kicked. We should all meet up for a year and start a reality show. Oh, the Discord is already a reality show as it is. But in real life, that show would put up numbers. So it's now 14-0. Seattle's got to wake up. Their offense is not produced up to this point. There's still plenty of time. But I am surprised at how bleh they have looked. What even happened last night? I don't even know what happened like during the night. I know what happened during the day, which is why I had the big announcement. I don't even know what happened during the nighttime. It didn't seem like anything bad happened. Who's getting kicked out first, and why is it Hector? Hector wouldn't even get kicked out, like, for a strategy reason. We would vote him off because, like, probably because he has bad hygiene. Oh, yeah, he's forced by his parents to shower, so it would make sense. Hector Estrada, you have been evicted from the OFL house. Take your belongings and get the hell out. Unanimous vote. Everybody voted you off, buddy. 3rd and 5. There's a nice first down. Jalen Naylor. Never even met her. She just accepted my friend request. She wants me, even if I'm forced to shower. If you want her, I would recommend you should shower. The reality show is basically a Survivor. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of similarities, so. True dat. Second and 6. Here's TJ Hawkinson. Mahomes has not been aggressive at all. Launch it downfield. Stop being a wuss. He's averaging 3.6 yards an attempt. Let me join the podcast. I'll pay to let you in. How much are you going to pay? You got to pay both of us. And we're probably going to want the bread, considering it's you, respectfully. 2-minute warning here in the first half. Seattle's finally showing some signs of life on offense. They have it at the 43. Imagine this podcast. Flight, Park, Hector, and Max Kellerman. Why is Max grouped up with those guys? What did he do to deserve that? Tick, 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 tick. A little bit over a minute left. Oh, that was close. That was a bad throw. Mahomes is not cooking. 3rd and 10. Mahomes with a strike. What a throw! Jalen Naylor to the 4. Seattle needed that one bad. SG and I should join the podcast. Should you now? 1st and goal. Get it to the 1. Why did he possession catch it? Maybe so Seattle can chew more clock, which them calling a timeout completely contradicts what would be a really good idea. Why did they call time? What are you doing? You're not going to get the ball back before half. And they score the touchdown. Joel Wilson, the backup tight end, is the one to do it. Knowing Madden, the Dreads won't score after this. Now, they do have 3 timeouts, so unless they completely waste them, we shouldn't have EA clock management. But it's very possible. I would not rule it out. Should I try out for esports? I don't know. Should you? You can put anything you put your mind to, kiddo. You can do it. Todd said if he loses, I get Debo. Good for you. The Dreads have a bunch of guys in the zone. Kyle Pitts is, Keenan Allen is, I think Aaron Jones is as well. So they've got quite the opportunity to potentially extend this lead. They're already down to 1 timeout. That first play was a big one, though. But since we're only down to 1 timeout, that makes me think that we could have some clock issues, EA. Second and 5. Hurts. Scrambling. Jalen Hurts. First down. They got to move, though. They got to go quick. They might call their timeout now. Or they're going to waste time. Oh, they didn't waste that much time. So 21 seconds left and no timeouts. I think your best bet is either go for the sideline or go for the end zone. Don't throw it up the middle for 7 yards. Do not throw it to Aaron Jones. That works. It goes out of bounds, gets him closer, and they're already going to kick. Okay, that's fine. Make it a 2-score game. It's no gimme, though, 55-yarder. If he misses it, they could be in trouble. That does not look good. It is no good. Seattle's got a timeout, and they have some field position. I would not rule out a Seattle score here. Now, time's not on their side. They have probably 12 seconds. Yes, 12 seconds. A timeout. And they're at the 45 already. Okay, I guess it's Hail Mary time. So they're probably not going to kick a field goal here, but a Hail Mary is very much in play. Oh, they are going to kick. What are you doing? It's a 63-yarder. Who could have guessed he missed it? This game never ceases to amaze me. Hail Marys and they high... now the Dreads are going to kick. This one's from 60. They just missed a kick 5 yards shorter. Are we going to get like a record 3 missed field goals within the span of 12 seconds? That has to be a record. 3 missed field goals within 12 seconds. I've never seen that. 14-7, though. The Dreads have the lead going into half. 3 misses in 12 seconds. That's insane. So it's only a 1-score game, though, and Seattle will start with the ball. We had 2 interceptions in 10 seconds on back-to-back plays and 3 field goal misses in 12 seconds within the span of 4 plays. This has been one of the games of all time. Put it that way. A field goal miss isn't really a turnover. And one of them was at the buzzer, so that don't even make sense. This game is not worse than the Eagles and the Rams. This has been fun. How do we tell them that neither of their kickers are Justin Tucker? Do they know? They don't, clearly. Mahomes is in the zone. Why? What did he do to deserve that? Solid play for Debo. It gets him about 8. Back to Debo. Nope. He's a couple inches short. 3rd down and maybe a foot. And they'll get it. Good play. I wish you could run a 2-back system in Sim. I wish you could easily be able to rotate players in and out. They did that kind of with like the rush defensive ends and rush defensive linemen, kind of, sub-linebackers as well. But, yeah, I wish there was an easy way to have a 2-back system. I thought this was Ravens Shamrocks. Why do we expect Ravens and Shamrocks? We had 100 points scored in that game. We can't expect that. As good as these offenses are, and boy, they are good, I don't think we should be expecting that. What if the NFL personally DM'd you to end OFL because of copyright issues? What could they copyright? They can't copyright like the teams because it's in the video game. So, what would they be able to copyright? You stole the logo. No, I didn't. I got it off of Google. And it says OFL on it. I guess getting it off of Google would mean I stole it. Never mind. I take that part back. But point remains. Copyright to the Dreadnoughts, a team that isn't even in the league. Dreadnoughts defense stinks. Yeah, the same defense that's allowed 7 points to a top probably 3 offense in the league. Yeah, they really stink. Third and 3. It's intercepted! Mahomes is picked off again. That's Mike Oxmall. Can he beat Mahomes off? He will. It's a pick 6. My goodness, Mike Oxmall. That means more things than one. And the Dreads take a 2-score lead. Patrick Mahomes, what are you cooking, buddy? Mike Oxmall's growing a pair of balls. It's now 21-7. Can he do what to Mahomes? Can he beat him off? I said what I said. Now the Dreads are in a really good spot all of a sudden. They're up 21-7. And Seattle's got to wake up. Dreads go to the OFL, but let's not jump the gun. They're playing really well. But we still have 2:42 left in the third. If Hobie wins, I can continue to push my agenda against Todd. What did Todd ever do to you? What did I say about the F word, guys? The Seahawks won 14 games. They beat the defending champions who had not lost a watched game in 2 years. I best not see the F word used around this team if they lose. Even though today, yes, Patrick Mahomes has been a complete fraud. But overall, no. The Bengals are such frauds. That team stinks. They suck. Losers. They're going to get their stuff handed to them today by Buffalo, aren't they? Was that Trevor Lawrence? That's a great question. I will say this, even though Mahomes has not been Lawrence was last week. That doesn't say anything, but it's true. Mike Oxmall is here. It might not be small now, but he's making plays. Patrick Mahomes watched T-Law's divisional round film. Mahomes, instead of watching the Dreadnoughts game, he watched the Bills game to see how bad Trevor Lawrence did. That could have been intercepted as well. Mahomes has thrown 5 incompletions, yet he's been bad. Not a lot of downfield stuff, and multiple really bad reads, which have led to untimely turnovers. If Buffalo wins, I get my first back. Why would I do that? What do I gain from that? 3 quarters down, 1 to go. The San Antonio Dreadnoughts are 1 quarter away from knocking off the top-seeded Seattle Seahawks and punching their ticket to the OFL Bowl with either the Bengals or the Bills waiting. Now we still have another quarter to go. Seattle has the ball, past the 50. It's not over. But Seattle's offense has been pretty dreadful today. Now remember last year in the NFC Championship, Seattle was down 21-0 to start the 4th quarter. And Seattle ended up losing off of the 2-point conversion right at the end of the game. If they can come back down 21, they can come back down 14, albeit they had the benefit of the simcast in that game, whereas they don't have that today. And if this game does turn to a simcast, then that means Seattle's chances are probably toast. Shaq Leonard and my second for my first and a replacement linebacker. Well, that's a problem for 2 reasons. Number 1, all of my linebackers are better than Shaq Leonard. And then number 2, oh my God, Patrick Mahomes. Why are you so awful? What was he trying to do? Another interception. Rock Ya-Sin with his second pick of the game. Not only did he watch Trevor Lawrence's divisional round film, but he also got a perfect view of Deshaun Watson in Week 16 when the Nighthawks played Seattle. Let me get back to my point. So, Shaq Leonard, I don't want him because he'd be a downgrade. And then number 2, I don't even have your first-round pick anymore. I used it to get Cameron Dantzler. So, I can't even do that. If you want your pick back, you should talk to the Orbits because they're the ones who have it. All the Dreads need is points, and it's a 3-score game. And it is basically Mahover. I would have thought Seattle would have at least shown up. Like, on one hand, if we beat the Bills, I did not want to play Seattle because I don't like our chances against them. Like, on one hand, I'm happy that we dodged the bullet of Seattle. But on the other hand, the Dreadnoughts have been just as good as Seattle was this year. And they're killing Seattle. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Another interception. Xavier Howard picks it off. That's now 5 interceptions total today. These 2 teams are trying to match their interception total from their playoff game last year. Now, Seattle's going to start with bad field position, but holy cow, did he catch that with one hand? Doing his best Kyle Pitts impression. Where's Todd? Todd is here. Probably in pain. But hey, a turnover is something. Stetson Bennett is playing all-time quarterback for both teams. Yeah, but Stetson wouldn't have gone deep like that. Stetson's interceptions would be like Mahomes, where they're 5 yards down the field. So Seattle's got to wake up. They got to score, and they got to do it relatively quickly. They can't have a 4.5-minute drive. They got to move. Fumble! He's down. He's 100% down. Not even close. Darnell Savage, former Bengal. Hooday. But yeah, Hawkinson was clear as day down. Yeah, as expected. We're on the 3 and Mahomes is playing like Hector the Fifth. It's so Mahover. Yeah, he's definitely down, as expected. Got the knee, got the butt, and he got the arm down. Then the ball came out because of his arm hitting the ground. For every 50-yard bomb, when did Stetson ever have 50-yard bombs? He had 5 checkdowns to Justin Edward and 8-yard throws to Gerald Everett. Yeah, but the 50-yard bombs didn't happen. Where'd you get that from? Patrick Mahomes accidentally stole Deshaun Watson's talent. This is literally Week 16 Deshaun Watson all over again. Mahomes was, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the league. I voted him first place for MVP over Josh Jacobs. He played really well last week. What a fall from... Oh, that's going to be a face mask. We have real football tomorrow. Yes, we do. I speak for all of us when I say I'm going to be enjoying pushing the Dorian Thompson-Robinson agenda. He threw deep 4 times and they were all incomplete. That sounds about right. Sam Howell clears. Well, I mean, sure. That was nearly intercepted again. Christ. Let's illegally stream tomorrow's game. Why should we stream it when there's other streaming services? That sounds pointless. Not my MVP. Are we just going to change the MVP to Jalen Hurts or Josh Jacobs? Because I'm down. 4th and 7. This might be the game. If they don't get it, I don't like their chances. I mean, I don't like their chances anyway, but... Mahomes finally goes downfield. What a catch! To the 28. Amari Cooper, who's been arguably the best receiver in the league this year, makes a big play. He's been quiet. You know who's been even quieter, though? Tyler Lockett, who didn't even play last week. He's done nothing today. I voted Josh Jacobs for MVP. You know ball. I totally didn't vote Jacobs like third or anything. No. Good throw to Jalen Naylor. Now there's a sense of urgency for Seattle. And we've got a ball game again. The Dreads are still in the driver's seat. They are going to have the ball. They've ran the ball well today. Aaron Jones has been good. Should have been Josh Jacobs, even though he's not more valuable than Mahomes. Well, it is the most valuable player award, not the best player award. Josh Jacobs has been the best player in the league this year. Again, I'm happy to push Josh Jacobs MVP propaganda with you guys, because he's my player, but... Can't script it any better, can you? If they get a first here, it's not exactly. There's 4 minutes left. It's not like there's like 1. Like, yeah, if the Dreadnoughts get a few firsts and bring it to the 30, then maybe it's over. But, like, there's still time. There's a good start, though, for the Dreads to the 44. Who's the backup tight end? Do they have Johnny Smith? That is Johnny Smith. Quite the talented group of tight ends. Johnny Smith, Brock Bowers, Kyle Pitts at receiver. Kyle Pitts frightens me. If we win, who is going to cover him? I mean, Patrick Surtain's a big guy, but like... Ugh. Here's Aaron Jones, big run. Okay, now they're at like the 34. Now it's not over, but like it's close to being over. I swear if this is Bills-Patriots again. I don't think we're going to have Bills-Patriots because, like, this game's been ugly, but that game was, like, uglier. I'm giving Hector head. What? Penalty. Oh, delay a game. He wasted too much time. The last thing Jalen Hurts needs to do is knock him out of field goal range. It is still first down, though, so it's not really that big of a deal. Currently trading for Dak, Scary Terry, and Slant Boy. Did you give up at least a second-round pick for Slant Boy? Is he out of bounds? He is. Good tackle. 2nd and 10. Probably the final play before a 2-minute warning. It's a run for Jones. He will get the first. Yup. And DeForest Buckner is hurt. The one silver lining about that is that it stops the clock at 2:01. Seattle does not have to call an injury timeout because we're not within 2 minutes. And the Dreads have to run another play before the 2-minute warning. But still a big first down. As Hurts is going to throw it away. Yeah, if there's any play you want to throw it, it's probably that one because the clock stops anyway, so it's fine. Are they going to get a call for grounding? Oh, no. I thought that was like a penalty animation. Never mind. Not exactly a second, but the equivalent. Okay. Interesting. Seattle calls timeout number 1, 3rd and 8. If the Dreadnoughts get it, they can basically finish them off. It's going to be a screen. And Jones goes backwards. He loses 4. So this should be an easy kick from 42. Now, the Dreadnoughts kicker is 0 for 2 today, albeit his kicks were like, I think, 55 and 60. So yeah, this should be a little bit easier. It's up. And he got it. Imagine if they faked it. That'd be classic EA Sports. So Jake Elliott splits the uprights. It's 24-14. Now, Seattle's chances are low. I will say, New England was down 21-7 at the 2-minute warning last stream, and they tied it. And they choked the game away in overtime, but that's besides the point. If they can make that comeback, it is possible, but Seattle only has a timeout, so if they score a touchdown, they would need an onside kick. And T.J. Hawkinson dropping the pass to start is not the ideal start they were looking for. Ball game, it's intercepted. A 4th pick of the game. That's, I think, Rocky Sin again. His 3rd of the night, and it goes for a pick 6, and this game is over. Patrick Mahomes has been intercepted 4 times, 3 of which were by Rocky Sin. He takes that final one to the house. Mike Oxmall had the other pick 6, also to the house. It is so Mahover. The Seahawks will score with 4 seconds left, but it's not going to matter. The San Antonio Dreadnoughts are representing the NFC in OFL Bowl 23. They beat the Seahawks 31-21. Patrick Mahomes with 4 interceptions today. He was not good at all. So the Seahawks will lose their 2nd consecutive NFC championship. Last year they lost to the team who ended up winning the whole thing, Dallas. Could the Dreadnoughts win it this year? I think it's absolutely possible. They are a legitimately good team. It's hard to beat the same team in the same season twice, and that was proven today. I hope that stays true with our game. But Patrick Mahomes threw the ball a lot. He threw the ball accurately. He threw for a lot of yards. He threw for a lot of touchdowns. At the surface, that looks good. But here's the problem. 4 interceptions, and all 4 throws, it's not even like it was just like great plays by the defense. I mean, it was, but like, they were some horrible passes. Jalen Hurts was fine. He had 2 interceptions of his own. Mahomes' passer rating was higher, even though he realistically was worse. Seattle did not run the ball quite as well as San Antonio. Aaron Jones had a good game. I'd be a little bit concerned about stopping Mr. Jones in the OFL Bowl if we win. No sacks, but no shortage of turnovers. Rocky Sin with 3 and a pick 6. Oxmall at a pick 6 as well. Can I pick your uniforms, please? No. I just got here. Well, welcome on in, C-Mill. You missed a Patrick Mahomes disaster class. He threw 4 interceptions, and all 4 throws were god-awful. How many interceptions did he throw during the season? Was it 5 or 6? Or was it more? It was 4. He threw the same amount of interceptions today that he did through the entire season. So the Dreads will be representing the NFC. Now it's time to find out who will be representing the AFC. Could it be the Bills and Trevor Lawrence, who played horribly last week? Or could it be our Cincinnati Bengals? Who dey? The Matt Corral Revenge Tour. Need it. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Give me a number between 426 and 427.
A random number between 426 and 427 is 426.
That would be us. Who dey? Is there simcast in the conference championship games? No, I totally did not simcast the final minute of the last game or anything. Totally not. The white jerseys have been working. I feel like we've just got to stick with what's been good. Where's my other controller? Here it is. As for the Bills, what jerseys would you like, my good sir? Is odd home and even is away? No, the lower number is away because it's first, like how the away team is first, and then the higher number is the home team. 2010's throwbacks. Do you want the throwback jersey or just the throwback helmet? Oh, regular helmets. Okay. So, these jerseys, the Fitzpatrick jerseys. Why is Ryan Fitzpatrick the first player I think of? Is this what you want, or did I get your order wrong? Yes. Okay, cool. So we already know that the San Antonio Dreadnoughts are headed to OFL Bowl 23, but now the question is who will be joining them? We've got the Buffalo Bills against the Cincinnati Bengals. Who dey? Based on the last game, history tends to repeat itself. I'm going to do some nasty agenda pushing real quick. So, the Seahawks and the Dreadnoughts played against each other early this season. Seattle won. Seattle ended up getting the number 1 seed, and the Dreadnoughts won the conference championship. These two teams played against each other earlier in the season, and just like the Seattle and San Antonio game, we watched that. We watched these two teams play. It was a little bit earlier in the season, I think week 13, week 12, somewhere around there. And the Bills won. I thought we played well, but we lost. The Bills end up being the number 1 seed. So to history repeat itself and the other team win, it's hard to beat the same team in this league twice in the same year. But as we know, the Bills are a really good team. Obviously, their offense was bad, really bad, last week against New England. But on the flip side, their defense was really good. The Bengals are the one team through the playoffs who so far have looked pretty much invincible through multiple games. But I think it could be different here with the Bills. Oh, I got to get my prop. Hold on. I almost forgot. The jersey's been good luck. How did I almost forget? How is 80-year-old Ruth doing? She's doing fantastic. If history would have repeated itself, then I would have beaten Hobie. Yeah, but I sort of mean history specifically for, like, today. It's nasty agenda pushing, I get it. If history repeated itself, I would have been a male stripper from Utah. Exactly. Wait, no, that doesn't help my case. Never mind. Whatever. History only repeats itself when it fits my agenda. Why are we getting fooled by read options? I mean, I guess Trevor Lawrence is better off running it than throwing it, based on what we saw last week. 3rd and 3. Got to set the tone defensively. Let's get an early stop. Good tackle. I don't think he got it. Nope. Nice hit. Aye, Chase Young, kids. Chase Young. With the tackle, and that'll force a 3 and out. Have you fed your mole rats today? They're not mole rats, but one of them today is their birthday. So, yes. I gave her a gift. Go for it. I wish they would have went for it at the 30. All right, now we get a look at the offense. The Bengals' offense has been great through 2 playoff games, and that's been without a run game. Josh Jacobs has not looked all that good so far in the playoffs, and it has not mattered. Matt Corral has been that good. In the wild card round, it was all about Devontae Adams. Last week, it was all about Jamison Williams. Could today be Deshaun Groves' day? Ideally, it's Josh Jacobs' day. We got to get him rolling. And the Bills have some good corners. I'm a little bit scared about throwing the ball. As we'll be stopped with a 3 and out. The Bengals will likely be punting the ball. Not ideal. Has Nick fed you since he owns you? No, he has not fed me today. Aha. Tackle him, please. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Bengals should have kept Brock Bowers. Why? Like, yeah, I would have loved to kept him, but, like, we got Myles Garrett out of it. I would rather Myles Garrett than Brock Bowers. And all the stuff I gave with Brock Bowers. Nice hit. Chidobe Awuzie. Hopefully Chidobe makes a play since I'm wearing the jersey. That'd be nice. Like he did in the wild card round with the interception. 2nd and 5. Jonathan Taylor breaks a couple tackles. Please bring him down. 3rd and 1. Run to the outside. Jonathan Taylor gets it. Please tackle him. Please. Good. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Still a good run, though. Why do you have such a massive forehead? You're the only person who's ever told me that. So that don't even make sense. No one's ever said that to me, except for you. Okay, how come the Bills can run the ball and we can't? Come on, defense, wake up. Cameron Dantzler is hurt. Fantastic. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. Bills are moving now. They're moving. Instead of don't even, say doesn't even. Okay? You're one to talk, Mr. Palathiacal, or whatever the word was. Good throw to the 18. Can we, like, cover him, please? Good tackle by Petrie. Let's stop him to 3. Let's force him to a field goal. That's not helpful. Can we not give them such good rushing lane? And now Jalen Petrie's hurt. Oh, Lord. Does that mean Josh Allen's going to play inside linebacker? I think Josh Allen would be my next inside linebacker. Kids, Josh Allen's not an off-ball linebacker. We just don't have depth there because Jamal Adams is already hurt. And Jonathan Taylor is in for the touchdown. The Bills are on the board first. Not a great defensive drive. And we had 2 injuries, too, to make things even better. Okay, well, that's not ideal, but we have time. It's okay. Offense has to wake up, though. Yeah, that's one way to wake up. Start at the 13. Excellent field position. Great kick return, Mr. Dortch. Simcast, Bengals can't score against good teams. We definitely didn't score 34 against the Texans, no. Even though everybody seems to think the Titans are frauds, they won 13 games and we scored 31. There's a good run. If we can, like, actually run the ball today, that'd be nice. More of that, please. We seem a little bit scared to throw it, which I understand. I don't blame us for being scared. Why are we pitching it to the outside? Oh, that's why. Flag. If it's a hold, please don't be a hold. Oh, Christ. No bueno. The one time a pitch to the outside doesn't result in, like, a loss of 5, we get called for a hold. Okay, we're going to make up all the yardage. 3rd and inches. Punch it in. Do not throw the ball. Punch it in. Good, good, good. Look at Jacobs go. Good run. To the 36. because Matt Corral stinks. Yeah, he really stunk up the bed against the Texans and the Titans. Man, he was terrible. Who's your fullback? I don't really use a fullback. I don't even know who'd be listed there. Probably Cam Akers or Frank Gore Jr. What are we doing? What was that? Like, I get we're a little bit scared to throw it downfield. I get why. But that was why we won the last 2 games. Good. See? Good. 3rd and inches, just like the last 3rd and inches, pounded up the middle. Whoa, pause. That's what she said. First quarter in the books, 7-0. The Bills with the lead. I can't say I'm overly pleased with our start, but we still have time. 3rd and inches. Good. Hunter Long to the 48. Corral's 5 of 5. Even though he hasn't really thrown it downfield, at least he's been efficient. I need to shoot Josh Jacobs' mom. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Corral under pressure off his back foot. Incomplete. Octi has no white players. Matt Corral is literally like, I think he's like part something else, but he's white. Hunter Lonya's white. Frank Ragnall's white. Creed Humphrey's white. So on and so forth. You get the point. Doug Eddard is white. Octavius Gamevius is here. 3rd and 1. Punching in again. Good. We've had a lot of 3rd and shorts. And we've converted them all, which is good. Am I doing Bengals franchise? What? Another short throw. I like the efficiency, but like at some point, we got to start to try to be aggressive. What was that? I don't even know what that was. Yikes. Now we kind of have to try to stretch the field, so let's see it, Maddie. 3rd and 13. We're not really in field goal range. I would rather him get sacked than be incomplete. Because this way, we're not going to kick a field goal. Because if we did kick, we would miss it. So even though that's a sucky way to end the drive, at least we're not going to miss a 55-yard field goal and get them good field position. But it's fine, because Johnny Hecker completely shanked the kick. So it ain't even going to matter. Isn't Johnny Hecker one of like the best punters in the league? Why is he the only good punter in Watched who never gets like what a punt? This is trending downhill fast. We do not look good at all. Please tackle him. Flag. Please be a hold. Please. Please, Lord. I don't know what else it would be good. Thank God. Finally, a break, and it's 1st and 20. Thank you for your help, Mr. Tristan Wirfs. Why are we not covering him? They're still going to get the first down on 1st and 20. How did the Bills get the ball back? Corral got sacked twice, and Johnny Hecker completely shanked our punt. You know, it would have been nice if they could start at, like, I don't know, the 10 and not the 30. Jonathan Taylor to the 28. He's looked really good so far. Is Cameron Dantzler back in the game at all? I think Jalen Petrie is. So that's good. Yeah, Jalen Petrie's back. Is Cam Dantzler back by chance? It doesn't look like it. I would rather Dantzler be healthy than Petrie, so that's not great. Good tackle. How much money would it take for us to meet up? Probably somewhere in the millions. 3rd and 1, another first down. If you were to get canceled by Keemstar, what would it be for? Probably not meeting this Make-A-Wish child named Hector. That would be what I'd be canceled for. Two-minute warning. We're only down 7-0, but it feels like we're down 17-0. We do start with the ball, though, in the second half. So if nothing else, we're going to get a 2-for-1. So leaving him out of the end zone here would be really nice. I shouldn't have said that. Jamar Chase is widowy-quitting in the end zone, and the Bills are up 14-0. Now, if there's nothing else positive, we're going to get 2 drives here. This one and the start of the second half. This is our opportunity to make a comeback. If we don't do much these next 2 drives, we're not winning the game. It's pretty simple. Okay, not a bad start. Second and 3. What are we doing? Can we please, grow a pair of balls on offense? Not everything has to go 5 yards down the field. 3rd and 2. What are we doing? Oh, my Lord. Corral's not missing throws. He's 10 for 11. But, the play calling is so weak. At least we had a good punt this time. Down at the 14. So the Bills are going to get it back. Trevor's going to chuck it off his back leg, and it is caught at the 48. And now Trevor Lawrence is in the zone. At least we're going to, we're ripping the Band-Aid off quick. We don't have to drag it out. Bills call their second timeout. Here's Dallas Goedert down the field. He gets it all the way to the 4. Trevor Lawrence is 10 for 10 with 164 yards and a touchdown. This is the same guy who couldn't make a throw a week ago. As Calvin Mentor gets the touchdown for the Bills, and it's 21-0. I don't think this is the Bengals and Cowboys 2.0 because the Cowboys forced a bazillion turnovers. That game was all about Dallas's defense. This is all about the Bills' offense. Our play calling's been bad, but at least we've ran the ball well and Corral's been efficient. The defense has, had blindfolds on. They don't look like they know what they're doing. What happened to filling up the hand with rings? I mean, I already have 4, so the hand is pretty close to filled up. Is 5 going to happen this year? Doesn't look like it, but... Alright, thank God. I can put myself out of my misery. 21-0. It has been an all-out blowout. Trevor Lawrence is a completely different man, while we're averaging 2 yards of passing play. So, it's a 3-score game in the second half, so I get to end my suffering, and we can simcast. Good. Can we have a Seahawks type of comeback? Well, the offense is looking good. Don't punch it in, though. I would like to go for it. And we don't. Phenomenal. Okay. Why would I not sim? It's a 3-score game by rule. You guys got 2 full quarters of me suffering. You don't need to continue to enjoy it. You got it for a good, 20 minutes. Three points. I would like to just score some more points. Okay, good. Just so we can look like we made the game a little closer. Okay, we need the onside. And it's recovered by Buffalo. It is October. We made the game closer in the second half, but we never really had a shot. We dug ourselves a giant grave in the first half by just completely not playing defense and not going downfield. It's weird because in the first 2 games, we looked invincible other than the fact that we couldn't run the ball. Today, we ran the ball quite well, at least in the first half, but everything else was bad. The passing game was inept, not so much because Corral was bad, but more so because there was nothing vertical. And then defensively, it was a train wreck. Corral was not bad. He is not to blame for this loss. It looks like he had a pretty good second half. So this isn't his fault. I would have liked for him to be a little bit more aggressive, but on the flip side, I don't think it was entirely his fault. The play calling called for a lot of short stuff. There wasn't much he could really do. Trevor Lawrence was very good. He was a completely different man. He didn't throw an incompletion in the first half. His numbers look low because he didn't have to throw the ball a lot in the second half. Jonathan Taylor was quite good. Jacobs, I know the numbers don't look all that good, but he was impressive in the first half, and it looks like we didn't run the ball a lot in the second half because we were down by 3 scores. He did score twice in the second half, though, with receiving touchdowns, so there's that. So we've got a Bills and Myles Garrett. Why is he getting an interception? Why is he in coverage? So both conference championships sucked. Did you miss the first game, which was kind of exciting? This game was unbiasedly bad, but the first game was good, even though it ended off as not that close to the game. Our game was unironically closer, but the NFC Championship game was fun. The fact that this game was 20 points in our game is insane. Our most competitive game was our first round matchup against the Texans, and that ended up being the only playoff game of ours not decided by 1 score, which is weird. But at least we ripped the Band-Aid off. It's not like EA screwed us. We played poorly. We deserved to lose. So, yeah. Players of the week, Aaron Jones, Rock Ya-Sin, Matt Corral, and Jalen Carter. Matt Corral didn't play well enough for me to do nasty agenda pushing, but he did play. He played well. He played a B level game. That should be good enough to win with how we've played over the last few games. Here are your Pro Bowl rosters, Jacobs. Why did Kelvin Pickney make it? Was he that good? I didn't think he was that good. Devontae makes it. There's 2. Creed Humphrey is 3. J.C. Latham makes it. Frank Ragnow makes it. Myles Garrett. Tank Lawrence. Derwin James. Trent McDuffie. I think that's 9. I think. Yeah, I want to say 9. And with that, we can make it to the OFL Bowl. Oh, yes, dev upgrades. That's a good catch. Let's look at the X Factor database. Who went up in dev? Traylon Burks has Superstar, well-deserved. Christian Kirk has X Factor, also well-deserved. Bengals. Pat Surtain, yes! That's a good one. That's a really good one. If nothing else good happened today, Pat Surtain went up in dev. Anybody else? No, I didn't think Corral would. That's not surprising. That's fine. Bills. I don't think any of these are new. Nope. Broncos. Country. Let's cry. Jalen Hurts officially as X Factor. I don't think he had it originally. Not a surprise, and very well deserved. Wow, the Nighthawks have a lot of X Factors. Aiden Hutchinson moves up. Well deserved. Javon Holland is now an X Factor. Did Terry McLaurin have X Factor? I think he did. Bryce Young now has Superstar X Factor. That's well deserved. He had a great year. Did Kyler Murray always have X Factor? There's no way he went up. Okay, I was going to say, if he moves up and Corral doesn't, that'd be weird. And again, it's not even like Corral deserved to move up, but like, he was bad. San Francisco, I don't think anything's new there. The Cougars. I would have thought Jair would have always had X Factor. Huh, I guess not. Shrek! I forgot about Shrek. Did Dawson Knox always have X Factor? Well, he does now. If Zeke didn't have X Factor, now he does. Well deserved. TJ Hawkinson goes up. That's a weird one. Okay. Bobby Wagner, I don't know if he was a superstar. Now he is. Sean Tucker, pleased. I don't think anyone's new here. Maybe Cameron Curl is new. For the Titans, nothing. Minnesota. Who is Jamie Widmer? Who is this gentleman? 7th rounder. Good for him. And there's Tom Brady. All right, so that'll wrap it up. OFL Bowl 23 is set. We've got the San Antonio Dreadnoughts with Coach Hobie, who's won 2 championships back in OFL 21 with the Buccaneers, facing off against the Buffalo Bills with SGYT. He's been close in the past. He made the OFL Bowl the final year of OFL 20 and lost by a hair against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it. OFL Bowl, why do we have negative $16 million? I don't think that's right. Oh well, whatever. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Friday will be OFL Bowl 23. Time is to be determined. I'll give a time probably Friday morning in the server, so stay tuned.